Greetings, users. Welcome back again. Hayes here with another Feed the Beast strategy guide. So, while we're on the subject of Buildcraft, I alluded to the engines in my last episode. So, I'm actually going to show you how to make all these engines. So, to find the actual Buildcraft engines, again, we can go up here to the Items Subsets menu. Pull that down to Buildcraft. Of course, you can also go through the giant mods folder, which has a comprehensive list of all of the mods included. So Buildcraft right here actually has only the special Buildcraft blocks. So yeah, this menu is not going to be what we want. It will be out here on this menu, which is the actual, because Buildcraft is a major mod player in the FTB packs, because there's so many of these little facade items you can make, the liquids. Which of course oil, and fuel buckets, which is oil refined into fuel. So, coming back to blocks, we've got Redstone Engine, Stirling Engine, and the Combustion Engine. So let's see how we can make these guys, alright? So what we got here is the Redstone Engine, which I used to show you how it can pull out of blocks. It's basically just a really simple engine that operates on, nothing but a lever or a redstone signal. Now you can run redstone wire into it, put a redstone torch under it or anything. Any redstone signal is all it needs to power. So to make this guy, what we're going to start with is a few basic supplies. We're going to start with sticks, wooden sticks. What we're going to do is we're going to take the sticks and we're going to put it like that. Now I brought 8 because we're going to need 2 of these. So we got 2 wooden gears is what we're making here. We're going to put the piston in between them, glass on top of the piston, and 3 planks across the top, and presto changeo, we've got a redstone engine. Very simple, very little resources really needed for it, nothing but a simple tree. And now I guess you will need a piece of redstone and a piece of iron for the piston, and sand cooked down into glass. But other than that, this is one of the basic, most simplest engines you can make. Now, keeping in mind that it is one of the simplest engines to make, it doesn't have a whole lot of power. As you can see in my last episode, when we were trying to pull out these bricks out of here, it goes almost maybe a tad faster than cold molasses in January. So, what you might want to do is consider upgrading to the Stirling engine. Now, the Stirling engine actually runs off of a combustion source. In this case, we're going to use, since if you've probably got wood for the Stirling engine, you can always make charcoal. Oops, double click that real quick. So we've got charcoal, get a whole stack. Alright, so putting a piece of charcoal in there fires it up. Now, again, it looks like it's not going to start working until it's connected to a pipe, but you'll also need to attach a redstone signal to it, just I believe to activate. Yep, see, it's already fired up. But because it doesn't have a pipe to pump into, there we go. Now that's it actually in place. What I did is I placed a wooden conductive pipe down. Now, hitting the lever will force it to stop. However, what I would like to note is that it is still combusting your combustion source, I guess is the best way to put that. So keep in mind that anything you've coal or charcoal or anything you've put in there to combust has already wasted it, so you might as well get the best you can out of it. So alright, good. So the lever's off, it's not working anymore. To make this guy, we're going to need the same sticks again. This time we're going to make wooden gears, but we're going to then surround them with cobble to create cobblestone gears or stone gears. Now taking these 2 stone gears, can you guess what we're going to do? We're going to put the piston in the middle, glass on top, 3 cobblestone across the top. So that's how we make the Stirling engine. This is a really cool basic engine that I've used in a lot. I'll put 2 or 3 of these guys and attach them to a machine just to get it going. So it's not going to go alarmingly fast. It's still, it's better than the Redstone engine, but still not, super awesome. Now the next upgrade is the combustion engine. Now what this guy will actually do is it will actually run off of anything from fuel, biogas, biomass fuel. It'll actually run off lava as well. Now you will have to put, since this one's combustion engine, it also needs cooling, so it will also need water buckets. So if I get us a little water bucket here and put that bad boy in there, what you'll see is you'll fill up a water reserve tank, and that actually cools the engine for you, basically. So it's, you know, like a car needs a radiator. It gotta have combustion. Um, so in order to make this guy, it actually builds on the same principles we've already learned. So we're going to take our wooden gears. If I can make them right, there we go. Now we're going to upgrade these wooden gears to stone gears. And then as you can see below, I've got iron set here to upgrade these guys to iron gears. And then pattern is pretty much the same. Piston in the middle, glass on top, 3 iron across the top. Combustion engine. So these 3 main engines are really enough to get you real started and going. What you can do is use these basic engines to move your items around, to power your quarries, to power pumps, you know. And then of course the combustion engine can actually start generating you some real power surplus. Now, a little thing that I would like to show you is some good ways to hook these guys up together. Now, what you can do is you can actually start with a wooden conductive pipe. Now, putting down an engine should automatically connect to a nearby source or a nearby machine. So if connecting these 2 machines, what you end up doing is you're actually daisy chaining machines. So this machine pumps into this machine, which then pumps out. And what you'll get is actually a lot of times opening up these little info windows on the sides. What you'll get is you'll get a whole lot of stored energy and a lot of excess heat, because this engine is pumping into it that there's actually only so much heat and energy that can come out of it. So what you'll get is a backup of stored energy, and which is basically just kind of a waste. So what I like to do is either put them on their own wooden conductive pipes. There we go. Okay, now see how it's not connected right? So what we need is our rusty trusty wrench to flip that around, and then they connect right. So then what we can do, see how these wooden ones aren't connecting to each other? We're going to need either some kind of stone conductive pipe, or like I said, gold, if you can afford it, is definitely the faster of the piping. So these 2 engines will both pipe into this line of conductive pipe, which then you can route over to your array of machines. Now the reason I kind of like doing it this way is because you can actually run redstone around the backside of these guys, which I seem to have misplaced all my redstone dust, sorry. So what we're going to do is get some redstone here, and this will actually let us power all of these engines at once. So you kind of get basically an engine array, so to speak. Now what I started to tell you was if you wanted to place the wooden conductive pipe and then place all of your engines around it, you can certainly do that. What you'll do is they'll all pipe into one, which will then pipe off into your distribution line, into your machines. And this is certainly easy to do. The only problem I find is that it's kind of hard to get placement for, you know, all of the engines to have power. So if I wanted to put like a lever there for these 2, a lever there for these 2, you kind of it gets a little tricky to finagle and stuff. Whereas this kind of looks clean, you know, but to each his own. And again, I think I covered everything. We've got the Redstone engine, Stirling engine, and the combustion engine. Like I said, the combustion engine does need water to be cooled. So a lot of times what I like to end up doing is getting out my waterproof piping. So let's say I have stone waterproof piping. What we can do is we can actually get water pumped directly into the Stirling engine, or the combustion engine. So for instance, well, I haven't really gotten any of the other machines yet, but there are pumps that we can make from Buildcraft, and we can actually pump out of water reservoirs, specifically endless springs and never-ending water supplies that will then pump into and constantly supply your combustion engine with power, or with cooling power rather. However, the only thing we need is your combustion source for that. So you'll need some kind of fuel or lava or liquid fuel specifically. So I hope that might help clear up some issues, because like I said, I kind of jumped right into the engines and was using them because they are a vital part of Buildcraft, and Feed the Beast in general, any kind of modded Minecraft loves to use these engines because there's not really any other simple way. Let me watch my words here. Any simple way to move items around. So if you want to fill a chest full of stuff and then have it automatically pump out somewhere, an engine like this is really handy and simple and easy to use. So I hope this helped. And again, thanks for watching, guys. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate the support. If you enjoyed what you saw, give me a like, maybe subscribe. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more of these videos coming. And of course, if there's anything you guys would like to see in future episodes, I've actually included a Google form down below in the description that you guys can fill out for suggestions/feedback, so you guys tell me how I'm doing and what you guys like. I appreciate all the support, and stay tuned for more.